guys, it's Holly and welcome to my channel. I'm making this video today because in about a month's time I'm moving to Walt Disney World to take part in their cultural exchange program. As you've seen from the title of this video, I'm going to basically be answering a few questions that you guys have asked me on my Instagram just about the program, and then towards the end I'll be revealing where I'm actually working in Walt Disney World. Some of you who are still subscribed will know that I used to have a YouTube channel, and the last time I uploaded was when I was about 15 and I was about to start my GCSEs. I'm now 22 and I've just finished my university degree at Bournemouth University. So yeah, I've decided to reboot the channel because I'm going to attempt to vlog my whole program, the whole 10 weeks whilst I'm out in Florida, starting from the travel day to the very last day. So I've rebranded and I'm now under the name Disney Dreamer Holly. I thought I'd briefly touch on what the cultural exchange program is, and how I got into doing it, but this isn't a video on the application process. There are videos out there if that's what you're interested in, but I can do a video maybe after my program explaining the whole application process. It's extremely long, so that's why today's video is literally just going to be a short Q&A video with my location reveal at the end. So basically, Disney offer the opportunity for international students to take part in a cultural exchange program, which takes place in the summer, usually from the beginning of June to mid-August, so roughly around 10 weeks. And if you're a UK participant, you apply through a company called Yummy Jobs, and they basically handle most stages of the application process until you're successful and you get to an interview with Disney right at the end. So the requirements for the programme are that you have to currently be enrolled at university and you have to have completed at least a year before you take part in the programme. So for me, I've just finished my final year, but I don't graduate until November, so I can still take part in the programme. But you could do the programme if you're in between your first and second year, your second or third year, or your third year leaving university. I have just checked the Yummy Jobs website, and if you are in between those university years, the applications for the cultural exchange program are currently open, so you guys can apply if you want to. So as I've mentioned, the application process for the program is quite long. I applied back in May last year, and you basically just need to send off your CV and a cover letter explaining why you want to do the cultural exchange program. If you're successful, you'll then be invited to take part in a Zoom call with a member of the Yummy Jobs team. So I've just checked mine because it's really confusing when all of these dates took place, but I had my Zoom on the 19th of July last year, and then around August time of last year I found out that I had been successful and that I was being moved on to the final stage, which was an in-person interview with someone from the Disney team up in London in the Disney offices in Hammersmith. So yeah, the final interview took place in like early December of last year, and then I think it was about the 4th of January this year, I found out that I had been successful and that I would be taking part in the cultural exchange program this summer. I can't remember if I've already mentioned, but at the time of making this video, it is exactly a month until I move. I don't know when I'll upload this, but it will obviously then be less than a month, which is really exciting. And most people that know me from school or friends and family will know that working for Disney has been like my biggest dream, and I've always wanted to do it. So it does feel really unreal to come on here and say that the dream is coming true and it's happening in less than a month's time. So that just explains a little bit about the cultural exchange program and how you could apply if you wanted to. And I'm now just going to answer a few Q&A questions about the program, and then I'll talk a little bit about what my role is going to be and where I'll be working in Disney. So the first question is, when did you know you wanted to do the program? So as I've said, I've loved Disney ever since I was little, and I've been fortunate enough to visit Disney World a few times, and every time I've been, I've just always thought I'd love to work in a place like this. I never knew it was possible until about 4 or 5 years ago when I came across Yummy Jobs and their social media, and found the cultural exchange program and realised that there was a possibility that I could work at Disney World. So yeah, I guess about 4 or 5 years ago when I discovered that the program was actually a thing is when I realised I wanted to do it. COVID stopped me from applying to the programme after my first year of university and my second year of university. So last year was literally my last chance to apply for the programme. So the fact that I got it means a lot, otherwise I wouldn't have had the chance to work at Walt Disney World. So the next question is, did you have to get any qualifications to do the college programme? No. You had to have completed a year of university, like I've already mentioned, but you don't need to have any qualifications. I guess, unfortunately, for those who don't go to university, you can't take part in the cultural exchange programme. But obviously, those who do, you've got the opportunity to. For those that do want to work for Disney and don't go to university, and you're not thinking about going to university, you could instead take part in the Cultural Representative Programme, which Disney offers, where you'll basically be working in Epcot, which is one of the Disney parks, in the UK Pavilion, and you'll work there for a year. So it is a lot longer of a programme than the Cultural Exchange Programme, but you've still got the opportunity to take part if you're from the UK and you don't go to university. I think the only restriction is that you have to be 18 or over, and it is recommended that you have retail experience and food and beverage experience. The applications for that for next year have closed, but I'm pretty sure they're open every year, so if you did want to take part, you could apply next year. So the next question is, are you nervous for the programme? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm excited as well, but it is a bit overwhelming to think that I'm moving across the other side of the world, although I am working for my dream company, so it's totally worth it. I also won't be travelling alone. I'm travelling with my friend Maggie, who I think is also going to vlog the programme, so I'll link her channel down below. But we met at the final interview stage up in London, and we've sort of been talking ever since then. So we're flying out together and we're staying in a Disney hotel together before we start the programme. So I feel less nervous that I don't have to do any of this alone. So the last question is, what are you most looking forward to? Honestly, I don't think I can pick just one thing. I think I'm most looking forward to just making magic in the happiest place on earth. I'm also excited to meet new people. On the Culture Exchange programme, there's lots of participants from all over the world, so I won't just be working with people from the UK, I'll be working with US programme participants and also from other countries, so that'll be exciting as well. So this last part of the video, I'm just going to be explaining about my role and also where I'll be working for the duration of my programme. So further down the application process, Disney will actually ask you what sort of roles you would like to do. I think you put 3 down and rank them in the order that you would want to do them. So for my top role, I put down that I wanted to be a seater, and luckily enough, I got that role, so I'm super happy with it. So for the role of seater, it basically means that I'll be meeting and greeting guests and taking them to their table at the restaurant that I'm working in. I'll be managing a floor plan, and I'll also be doing cleaning, rolling cutlery, that sort of thing. Last week we found out our locations where we'd be working. You don't get any preference to your location, it's completely random, but I got Chef Mickey's, which I'm super excited about. Chef Mickey's is basically a restaurant in one of the Disney hotels that is right next to Magic Kingdom, and it's a character dining experience. So Mickey, Pluto, Donald, Goofy and Minnie, I think, all come round in their little chef outfits, and yeah, it's a meet and greet while you eat. I also think it's a buffet style. I know they do breakfast, and I had no idea that they also do dinners as well, so my shifts will range from morning shifts to evening shifts, which is quite a nice balance. I have eaten at Chef Mickey's before and it's always such a fun experience, so I can't wait to become part of the team and start creating magic for everyone who goes there. I forgot that I did have one last question, but I couldn't really answer it until I'd explained what I was doing and where I was working. But the last question is my dream location to trade shifts for. So basically, once you've earned your ears, which is basically just the equivalent of getting sort of qualified in your role, you can then pick up shifts at other locations. I don't know how much I'll get to do this in a seater role, but I think a dream location would be Magic Kingdom. When I'm there, it is the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. I would love to pick up a shift working on Main Street, maybe like handing out candy and stuff. That would be super exciting. I don't know if I'll get the chance to do it, but that would probably be the dream location to swap shifts for. So that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like I've said, I'm gonna vlog my whole journey. So if you're interested and you want to watch, hit that subscribe button down below. I don't know how often I'll be uploading once I'm out there, because I can imagine I'll be super busy. As exciting as working for Disney is, it is still a job. So we'll see how much time I'll have to vlog, but hopefully I'll be able to upload maybe every 1 to 2 weeks. The next video I'll be uploading will be my travel day, which by the time this goes up will probably be in about 3.5 weeks. So I'll see you guys then with a new video. Bye!